Hi folks, nice meeting you. I think I've not been on the air before. I'm just usually doing daily reports in a written form here from the show. My name is Frank Schulte-Kulkman, or Kulkman probably you will know me, from Kulkman's Gamebox, which is www.BoardGameGeek. I'm doing daily reports and now, well, I've been recruited as a geek today, doing a little video interview with my guest here, which is Anthony Rabo, showing his new game, Hey Waiter.
Yes.
Anthony, nice seeing you.
Good to see you this morning. Yes, so yes, this is my first published design. It's called Hey Waiter. It's published by R&R Games.
So your first game, how long did it take you to get one published?
First game, I have been working on games from when I was 5, 6 years old, just making little games, little prototypes and stuff. I started, my first trip to Germany, to this Essen fair, was about 12 years ago. And ever since, I've been very interested in the German gaming hobby. And I've been working ever since on designs here and there. And last April, I met with R&R Games, and they liked what they saw. So here we go. This is my first
It's a
game.
nice feeling to have a finished box of your first ever published game in front of you, isn't it?
It is a great feeling. Yes.
Okay, let's see what you've got inside this box.
So here we go. Hey, waiter. First thing you see, we have 2 sets of rules in every box, English and German. So the rule book is 12 pages long, but they're half pages, so it's really 6 pages long. And it sounds like a lot of pages for a card game, but there are many examples and many different ways to play listed at the end. So just to make it very clear for the reader.
So it wouldn't take the readers too long to get started?
Not at all, not at all. You can jump right in.
And German roots is good, because hier sind ganz schön viele Deutsche unterwegs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so the idea of the game is that we are managers of a restaurant, specifically a wait staff of a restaurant. So we have waiters, and we also have busboys, who are happy to help. Our goal is to have our waiters deliver our dishes faster than the other players' waiters.
All dishes inside a simple bag. Wow.
One small bag, your entire meal can fit in one bag.
That's impressive.
And inside the bag we have salad, green salad, white soup, perhaps a chowder of some sort. That would be a good start to the meal. Then our main course is pepperoni pizza, shown by the red chip. And then for dessert, of course, the blueberry pie. So those are the 4 dishes. What happens is each player receives a stack of 12 dishes. That is more or less 12 chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But I don't need to eat them all, do I?
Well, if you like potato chips, maybe you'll like these chips. But so each player gets 12 chips.
Yeah.
And they're placed. This is the front of the card. This is the back of the card. But the back of the card is also a placeholder for the dishes. So you place the dishes on top of the dish, and you can imagine a waiter holding this whole stack of food that they need to give to the patrons of the restaurant. So each player begins with one of these and a hand of 6 cards. Now the cards come in 4 colors, and they're the same 4 colors of the dishes. We have, let's get examples here. We have blue.
For the blueberry pies, yes.
Exactly.
Very tasty.
We have green.
Healthy again.
Yes. We have pizza, not so healthy, but tasty.
Definitely.
And the soup. And these are the only 4 cards that you'll draw from this deck. The deck is 88 cards, and it's just each of these duplicated 22 times each. So it's very simple to learn the rules, because all you have to learn is what these 4 cards mean.
So the symbols, which you see here on the actually right part of the card, are the same for all cards.
For every salad, we'll have this picture as well next to it.
Okay.
So once you learn these 4, you're good to go. On your turn, what you will do is you'll play 2 cards. Now you think, all right, there's only 4 cards, that's not many different actions you can do, only 4, it might not be that interesting. But what you do is you play 2 cards next to each other, and the order matters. So if I were to play green and then blue, what you then do is look at the center of the card. and that forms sort of a new card that you play. So every 2 cards that you play combines into 1 card.
So you have to do combinations then.
Exactly. So in actuality, there are, since there are 4 colors, 4 times 4 is 16 different actions that you can play. This particular action, the green action, is the everybody serve action. So what happens is if you play this and then play the blue card next to it, you ignore the X's made up of the forks and knives and just look to what is next to the icon. So this says everybody serve pie. So everybody in the game who has pie at the top of their stack can serve it. And that's very important because you're trying to serve all 12 of your dishes.
I'm trying to get rid of these, and I guess if I'm first to get rid, I've won the game?
You have won the game, exactly. Now, the game can be played from 2 to 4 players.
Yeah.
Actually, if you have multiple copies of the game, you can play. If you have 2 copies, you can play to 8 players.
Oh wow! So it's expandable.
Yes, and it works very well with higher numbers as lower numbers.
But 2 players also is funny enough.
Yes, two. My favorite ways to play are 2 players and 4 players. The 4 player you can play partnership.
Yeah.
Same if you play 6 player, you can play 3 on 3 or anything like that. The partnership game is very nice too. So 2 players and 4 players are my favorite way to play.
Okay.
With 3 players, I have designed rules so you can play 2 teams as well, 2 against 1. And the 1 player has some extra advantage to help make it balanced. So I enjoy it very much as a team game, but if players don't want to cooperate, they can play everybody for themselves as well.
Let's get a bit deeper into the mechanics now.
Sounds good. So let's say that we have a 2-player game. I have this stack, and let's give yourself a stack of 12 chips as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, so this is a type of play that you would like to make at this time because you have pie.
I have the pie on top, yes.
And I would not want to do because that would serve your dish.
Yeah.
Now, if I had pie on top, then maybe one of us would want to do it, maybe not. We would both serve 1.
So if I play this card, it would trigger everybody's serves.
Yes, exactly. And in a partnership game, you can think, okay, maybe I want to try to play a strategy to have you as my partner and my dishes match up on the top so we can serve more dishes at one time.
Okay.
But this is the main action of the game is everybody serve because that's how you win. Now, another action is, let's go straight to the blue action. The blue action allows you to move your dishes. So if you play, for example, blue and red, you look at the middle again, and it says the move dishes action, pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
What I get to do in this case...
I'm not moving them into my stomach, am I?
Not yet, not quite yet. What you're doing is move them to a new waiter.
So you can open up a new waiter.
Exactly. And what you do, since I play pizza, I can grab any pizza in my stack, pick it up along with everything on top of it.
Okay.
And give it to the new waiter.
So you can split your
You can split the stacks. And what happens now is if anybody serves salad, then I can serve salad. Or if anyone serves pie, I can serve my pie.
Okay.
So now I have more options.
Do you have any disadvantage from opening up a new waiter?
Yes, because you would think, oh, I'll just split everything and everything will be easy. This is the disadvantage. Here's the reference card. And there you go.
That looks a bit confusing on first sight, actually.
It does. So here's the explanation. The suggestion is to hand these out to the players as you're reading through the rules, and then once you go through it once, it makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
It's helpful to remember. Up here in the upper left, it says the basic action on your turn is to play 2 cards and draw 2 cards.
Yep.
On the right, it gives you a different option. If you don't like your cards, you can just discard as many and draw that many, and that is your turn. Now on the bottom is the answer to your question. The number of stacks you have in play plus the number of cards in your hand must always equal 7. So every time you will make a new stack of chips, you place an additional card from your hand, but you only draw back 2. So every time you have a new waiter, you will reduce the number of cards in your hands.
Permanently, until the dishes are served.
Exactly. I serve all this, and then I get it.
You get the cutbacks. Okay.
So that's another little subtle strategy is figuring out, do I want many stacks but few options, or many options and fewer stacks?
Many waiters reduce your management options then.
Exactly. It's much tougher to deal with many waiters at once. But they'll get the job done quicker, so that is exactly...
Hopefully.
Yes. So very good question. Now you say hopefully, that is a good point, because what can happen is there can be horrible, horrible things that can happen in the restaurant, and that is denoted by the red card. If I play this, we now go to the middle section. Red is the move cover action, and this is move cover blue.
So these aren't air muffs actually, but covers.
Exactly. These are tray covers. You imagine in a nice restaurant, you have this on a tray and reveal.
So the chips will be kept warm actually.
Exactly. Well, here's the problem. So say that I did not order blue cheese in my salad, but there's blue cheese in it. You can say, all right, you would say this to me since you are my opponent. I'm going to place this blue cover, because of blue, saying, there's too much blue cheese in this salad. You must take it back.
Blue cheese?
It's just an example. You can make it anything. I said blue because it's blue. It could have been
white as well.
White, any problem, yes.
Yep.
But since I used red and blue, I move you move the blue cover onto my stack, and now I can't serve this salad until I somehow get rid of the cover. A strategy maybe you would want to do is to place it on my pie. That way, if then you later serve pie, you can serve that, and I would not serve this.
So you would not get into competition with me then?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So causing trouble in the other waiter's staff is a good way to be able to progress yourself without the other players leeching off your actions. So how would you then fix this, one would ask? There are two ways. I can play this combination again to just take it off.
Okay.
As this picture shows, you can move the cover to or from the table onto a stack, or from a stack. So here to here, here to here. I can't go straight to your stack. I have to go to the table first. The other thing you could do is you could call upon the help of your busboys. At the beginning of the game, each player receives 4 busboy cards.
Yeah.
And you could guess which 4 colors they come in. As everything.
Red, green, blue, and white.
Yes. Very good. Very good. So each player has one of each of these busboy cards.
The busboy cards are here. Yes.
Yes. They are very happy to help.
Yeah, it seems so. They're smiling all the way.
Yes. Now, what happens is, if I play the white action, the busboys are special because they actually have 2 things you can do on your turn. The first thing they can do, you can do either or both of these actions, your choice.
Okay.
You cover these up, you see the first thing they will do is they'll be happy to remove this blue cover problem from your stacks.
Okay.
Now they can't place, this is only for defense, you can't use them to put them on other players' stacks, but they'll move it from your stack to the center of the table.
So it's servable again.
Exactly. The second thing they'll do is, since there's the busboy action and the picture of the blue busboy, you'll activate your happy blue busboy. So he's sitting here, as you have here, along with all of the other busboys. And what happens is, if the busboy is face side up, he's just waiting in the back, waiting to get ready to activate. So I play this, I look at it, says happy face, and then flip the card over. So nothing happens, and I flip the card over.
Yeah.
The next time I were to play white and then blue, the busboy will be happy to serve any chip. As you can see, it's a rainbow, it's a wild symbol. Serve any chip from one of your stacks. So this is an alternate way of serving chips.
So every second time you play such a combination, the card will be used for serving as a wild card for serving one dish.
Any one dish, exactly.
Yeah, any one dish, because it's a multicolored dish on top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as opposed to, it's a subtle difference, but as you can see on the green action, you have many chips that appear to be being served here. This only has the one chip. Yep. So that's to help you remember that you only serve one chip with this action. And then
what do you think? Should we be getting going?
We should.
For a short round then?
Yes, let us just start up.
Or is there anything important we left out?
There are a few additional rules for when you play the partnership game.
Yeah.
But since we're just the 2 of us right now, we don't have to go into that at this point.
A partnership means 2 by 2, it's played and teams win. There's no individual winner then.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if we were a team, the first team to get rid of all of their chips combined would win. So yes, let's have a quick demo here. This is your reference card.
Whose pie was this one? Anyhow.
I'll take it, that's okay. The designer disadvantage, I'll take it.
You know the game.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to shuffle them.
We do need to shuffle this quite a bit. If you would like.
We'll try.
Yes, this is a fresh copy, so it does need quite a bit of shuffling. And
while I'm shuffling these, perhaps you say a few words about the multiplayer game then.
Okay, yes. So the basic idea for multiplayer, you can play, let's give an example of 4-player game. There are 48 chips total, so there are enough for 4 players to have 12 stacks each. You would have 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, and 12 here.
Slippery things.
Yes.
Yes.
And you sit across from your partner.
So yes, it's opposite.
Yes. Now the rules are essentially identical. Again, if you have the everybody serve action, everybody's going to serve, whether your partner or your opponents or yourself. So as I said earlier, you can try to make it so that you and your partner both serve the same dishes at the same time.
Yeah.
And then also another interesting that happens is when you're splitting stacks, you have many options. Do I want to try to split my stack to match my partner? Do I want to, if my opponent has pizza ready, do I want to split so that I can cut into their pizza?
As well? Ah, yes,
exactly.
Okay.
So another example is, do I want to split my stack in the middle so that if I serve evenly, the split will remain for a long time, or do I want to split just a couple chips? That way I can get rid of these and then take my card back. Because remember, you always have seven cards or stacks combined.
So you could also help your partners, I guess, to remove probably their, what were these things called, covers?
The covers, the tray covers. Yes, and that is one of the 2 special rules for partnership play, as you'll see on the back of the reference card.
I'm throwing the cards everywhere.
The top says your white cards can only help yourself. In a partnership game, you see the hand shaking. If you play a busboy card, everybody has their own busboys. So you cannot use your busboys to help your partner.
Okay.
However, for the red cards, that is the basic move cover action, you can use that to help your partner out by taking them out.
Okay.
So the red cards will help your partner, the white cards are just for yourself. In addition, one final rule about the partnership play, if you are my partner and you run out of all of your chips, you would take that card back up as your 7th card. What you can do is for the blue action, let's show here, if you have 0 chips remaining, you can use the blue action to take some of my chips and give it to you. So you could say, I play blue to move pizza. You can choose one of my pizzas and give it.
So I can start helping you.
And now you're back in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So those are really the only 2 rules for partnership play that are different. Otherwise, it's exactly the same.
So everybody gets 6 cards, I guess?
Well, the special way of setting up, we get 7 cards, and then we'll put 1 underneath.
Okay.
And I'll explain exactly how that works in a moment.
They're not shuffled very well.
No
they
problem.
were slippery.
Not a problem. So, what can happen is, let's say you will be starting player. Let's say you'll be starting player. Since I'm going last, I get first choice of which of these stacks to take. So I'll say, I get to look at my hand and I'll say, I like this stack. So I take a card, put it face down, and place this down.
Okay.
And now, in a 4-player game, we would go in reverse turn order to choose. Since
I will
it's
take
2-player,
this one.
Exactly, you will take that one. And now you can begin.
Now I can begin. Let me see. What am I going to do? I would like to serve blue, but since I do not have blue...
Do not have blue.
What I'm going to do is... I'm going to play a white card.
Okay.
And use it together with a green card.
Okay. So what Frank has done is played white, then green. Now, again, you may do either or both of these actions. This action is if you have a green cover on your stack, you get to place it back on the table. So he probably won't be doing that action
Nope.
because there's no cover. But what he can also do is activate his green busboy.
Exactly, because I did not have a blue card, then I will try to get rid of the blue dish by activation.
Exactly. So
Yes.
next time you were to play that, then
I get 2 new cards?
exactly.
Okay.
Now, my turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the red move cover action, and I can look at his busboys. I see, okay, he has his green busboy activated. So if I put a green one on him, that might not be a good idea, because if he plays white green again, he will be able to remove this and also serve, which he was probably going to try to do anyway. So that might be a waste of action for me. What I will do is I'll see, oh, he does not have his white busboy activated yet, so maybe I'll put the white cover on his
Thank
pie.
you very much then. That was very nice of you.
And I draw 2 cards, and it's your turn again.
If you're trying to get me into the back, then I will simply activate my white busboy.
Perfect.
And I will remove this one as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I took 2 white cards, one removing the cover, one combination, the other one activated my white busboy.
Right. Now, as you can imagine, placing covers on top of players is a strong action because they can be locked down.
Yeah.
However, you notice I attacked you, and what happens now? You now have 2 activated busboys, and I am the same as I started with.
So you've lost around someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's also another decision to make, whether or not you wish to make such attacks.
When you're placing these and playing with more players, of course you can choose where to place it.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. I'm going to play this blue card, the move chips,
Yep.
along with pizza. So I could choose, I have 2 pizzas in my stack. I can choose either of them. Now this is an interesting decision for me because if I choose the bottom pizza, I would now have 2 salads, which I could serve at once later on. Or I can choose this pizza, and that way if you were to serve your
Oh.
blue, then I would get to serve as well.
You want to get a free ride, don't
I
you?
would like to get a free blueberry pie ride, exactly. But and I think that's what I'll be doing. And I draw 2 cards.
That is not very kind, actually.
And also notice that I played a 3rd card underneath, as explained earlier, and now I only have 5 cards in hand, 5 plus 2.
Actually, I have a blue card, but I don't want you to be participating in this one. So what I will be doing is I will be choosing the split stack action and go for white.
Okay.
Means that I will be doing opening up a new white wager as well. 1 card must be only one or 2
Only
cards.
one.
Only
Yep.
one. And I'm going to split it like this.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
And you draw 2 more cards, and draw 2 so that you have.
Okay.
Yes. Now we're running low on time, so I'll do one last action. I will do the everybody serve salad action. So now, as our final turn, we can have this salad be served, and I am the winner, of course.
So you get the vegetable and I get nothing.
Exactly.
Well, yes, thanks Anthony for showing us this cute little game. I think there might be quite a lot of player interaction in there. There's possibilities to anger the other people, to be a little bit nasty. There's possibility to get free rides. It sounds really nice for first game, and well,
Thank you.
I wish you all the best for the show, and that people hopefully will drop by your booth. Hall number 4 it was, wasn't
Hall
it?
4, booth 229.
Okay, and all the best of luck with your new game.
Thank you so much.
I guess I will pass the microphone back then to the people from BoardGameGeek. It was very nice to do this thing for the first time, at least for a German native speaker. I hope my accent did not actually bother you too much. And if you want to follow this convention by another means, visit boardgame.de for my daily blog. See you around, folks.